Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Teen Titans issue 23.1. So this is the first Villains Month title for Teen Titans for the month, and it's Trigon. So this is Raven's father, and we learn a little bit about his origins. But before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. First update is I'm going to New York Comic Con this year, which is going to be in the middle of October, and I was thinking of maybe doing a meetup. So if you guys are going to New York Comic Con, tell me if you're interested in doing a meetup. And on Tuesday, I should have like a schedule video, like what panels I'm going to, what I'm going to cover, and if enough people say yes to the meetup, I'll tell you guys when the meetup will be. So if you're interested, please tell me in the comments below if you're interested. Also, I have an update that Comic Uno episode 13 is up, and that is a show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show in a countdown type version. And here are the exclusive comics for that show, which are Wolverine issue 9, Smallville Season 11, Issue 17, Wonder Woman story. Brainiac, Issue 23.2, which is also going to have an in-depth review on Dark Avenger Inc. Because we are covering every Villains Month title for Dark Avenger Inc. So if you want full coverage of Dark Avenger Inc., you know, Villains Month, definitely subscribe, and the issue I'll be reviewing is Brainiac. And of course, Mr. Freeze, issue 23.2. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, and of course, every comic I read this week in one show, go check out Comic Uno episode 13, which will be annotated. But let's talk about Trigon, issue 23.1 of Teen Titans. I picked this up on whim. This is actually a non-3D cover. It's the only non-3D cover I got this week. But I didn't get, you know, a big amount of Villain Month stuff this week. Just a fair amount. So this is the only issue I didn't get in 3D. But I didn't get any digital comics for the Villains Month stuff like I did last week. So that's pretty good. You know, I got everything I wanted. So I usually don't get Teen Titans, but it's a series that I tend not to like because I like the old Teen Titans a little bit better, but I try every once in a while to see where the series is at. So I was like, alright, let me pick up Trigon. It seems semi-interesting. I know somewhat of the villain. You know, I know his basis of the villain. I've seen him before, so I'm like, alright, why not? Especially if you're a Teen Titans fan of the cartoon. I'm sure you've seen Trigon in the past also. So cool cover. Let's see if I liked this issue. An issue I picked up on whim, and I wasn't really expecting to pick up with Villains Month. So in this issue we get to learn a little bit about Trigon's past. He loves mating with people and having children, and of course taking the evil out of all these worlds. That's pretty much, he's the devil pretty much of the DC universe. And now we find out that he made a kid with this Earth woman. This is the first time he ever did that, and he has a daughter. And also we have a allusion to Wonder Girl's outfit. He meets one of these girls like, oh, I'm going to defeat you one day, and that's actually Wonder Girl's outfit, so I'm sure that'll be connected in Teen Titans, and Trigon's going to want to defeat Wonder Girl because he's going to think it's this girl that he fought in this issue, which she didn't actually have a name, but Trigon was annoyed by her. But yeah, going back to the whole Raven thing, Raven's born, and the mother, I guess the mother is talking to Raven, but that was a little bit on the confusing side, because she's talking to Trigon saying, oh, I want to mate with you, I like all these things, and in the next part, it seems like she's talking to Raven, probably saying, alright, you gotta kill your father type thing. So I thought that was a very weird transition, and then I guess a weird transition to go into the next Teen Titans issue, where I'm sure we'll see more of Trigon. This is probably more of a lead up to a new story arc for Teen Titans. Did I like this issue? I gotta say no. The beginning was really out there. These random creatures are saying, oh, there's evil everywhere, and then Trigon's randomly combined with all these three villains, and he's like, oh, I'm evil, I'm gonna defeat everything, and then throughout the whole issue, you're just defeating stuff in a really cluttered type way, and he's just mating with people. It's really a weird issue, and I feel like we didn't really go in depth into Trigon's mind. I was really expecting more of that family aspect, like more of like, oh, these are my children, and I want them to kill people, and I want them to take over my evil spot or whatever. I was expecting a little bit more of that, because in the description it's like, oh, he has a family and he has a daughter, and I thought it was going to be more about Raven's relationship with him, but it was not. It was a very cluttered issue with a lot of nonsense, I would say, and there wasn't a lot of importance here at all, which kind of confused me as I was reading it. I'm like, wow, there's actually nothing here that's important. It was just a lot of bullshit, I would say, in this issue. I think that's the best way to put it. The art is pretty good for the evilness of this issue, which I did enjoy that, if I enjoyed anything. It's not a bad issue, but it's not, again, it's kind of a bullshit issue. So, you definitely could avoid this issue. I give it a 2.5. I don't know if you heard that, but that was thunder. Yeah, so I say you could definitely skip this issue. It's not really important, and I'm sure even if you're reading Teen Titans, they'll explain for like one page saying, oh, Trigon's evil. I'm sure they'll explain that in the one page that they have to, because there's not a lot that happened here. Definitely, if you want to skip a Villains Month issue, Trigon is one of those issues you can skip. Even if you're reading the main title, there's nothing really important here. So I am going to give this 2.5, very close to being my worst pick of the week, but there's actually something else that took the spot. At least this was a little less cluttered than what I actually picked for worst pick of the week. But yeah, definitely avoid this issue. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page. See you guys later.